There are two types of devotee in Mathura. While Kamsa was ruling, two types of devotee. Even though there are 5 types of dynasty. Bhojo dynasty, where Ugrasen comes, then Amarka, Shashwata, then Brishni. These are 5 that Krishna was protecting. That's who are Mathura-vasi, then became Dwarka-vasi later. So these 5 Krishna was maintaining after he arrived there. But this is, we are talking before Krishna even thinking of going. So Narad Muni made a little spike up news to Kamsa. What was it, Prabhu? If you can, I know you can speak.
Yeah, I remember. He said then Krishna Balaram.
No, Kamsa, how you doing? He welcome.
Yeah.
All the demons received Narad Muni, we should remember, very well. They feel very comfortable. Even though he is a devotee, but they feel he is really well-wisher for them. Narad Muni has a special blessing. Then what happened?
Then he said, you know Krishna who Nanda Maharaj's son, he's not Nanda Maharaj's son, he actually Vasudev's son. He gonna kill you. He live here just near Vrindavan. So
then Kamsa
he become very mad.
With who?
With Devaki Vasudeva.
Because they lied.
Betray.
What did they lie? They said it's a daughter. Okay.
So he put him in prison back.
Back prison. Okay. But why Kamsa would do this? I mean, why Narada would do this? It sounds like he's against.
Just to make Lila intensify a little bit.
And the whole world is looking for Krishna, waiting for Krishna. Actually, he is doing a favor to the world, favor to Vasudeva Devaki, because they want their child back. So he is making everybody actually happy. But of course, today's discussion will be that Akrura was not a pleasant person to the Brajavasis. So after this, Akrura got the news, instruction from Kamsa Maharaj. When? Day before Ekadashi. Ekadashi day, he was observing the full fasting, and he got the order, but he did not leave. Only reason is, you remember?
Waiting for some sign.
Waiting for some sign, because he felt guilty. What is the guilty? You remember?
That he's going to tell, his job is to go tell Krishna and Balaram that Kamsa is basically trying to kill them. And he's trying to bring them over to the assembly for Kamsa to try to kill him. So he's like bringing news of a demon.
Okay.
No?
In a way, you have to make it like that duality, that you love the person the most. Who Akrura loves the most?
Krishna.
His family? We discussed yesterday, you remember? Who remembers this?
Krishna.
No, how is the Krishna Bhakta we should always see? Not Alachua Krishna Bhakta, because you will have a different perception. The eternal associate of Krishna Bhakta, like Akrura, Uddhava, or Brajavasis, what is their relationship with Krishna versus our relationship with Krishna? We have a far distance from Krishna. We pay obeisances. We look at Krishna and we really pray to him, we chant his name, but still we feel like so far, so much awe and reverence. The devotion did not mature. So as a result, how do we know this? Because as a result, my son, my wife, my house, my job, my car become more important. If somebody just robbed my, car or something, and I am in the house, in the temple, I will be so disturbed. Why? Why my attachment there more than God? Relationship is not developed. We should remember this. Because the eternal associate, they don't have this. That's why you feel attachment to the relatives, that you have to give a hug. You have to show your love. I love you. This. Why? Because in Vrindavan, they have a different feeling. Not only Mother Yashoda, even the dust, plants, trees, deer, animals, they all are so much in love. Deer comes and lick Krishna's body. How close? You know how close? They don't need a hug from female or male deer. This is Mahaprabhu came to give. That you come so close to Krishna, or 100%, because Krishna is 100%, complete Purnatama. Everything. You remember when Durvasa Rishi, he went travel. When he went to travel, then he came to Brajadam. Anyway, it's a long story. I'm not going to, because I want to focus on this. But it was very interesting. When he entered into the Krishna's stomach, who did he see? What did he see first? Mahavishnu. Where is Mahavishnu? In Krishna's stomach. Jiva Goswami Pad writes this, that Durvasa Muni was like I was outside. And Sridham and Krishna was sitting on my leg. Now I'm inside. Then he saw unlimited ocean. He just forgot that he was a little boy's body, he went inside. Now you see unlimited ocean, causal ocean, Mahavishnu. Then he started seeing these universes, so many, unlimited. So the point is, when we think of Krishna, is Krishna that complete? The whole material, spiritual in one hug. How much did you hug? You cannot feel anything lacking when you hug the whole universe in one shot. Is it possible? No. But Krishna makes it possible in Vrindavan. Every Brajavasi, trees, deers, they hug Krishna, they touch, even the dust. They touch Krishna, they feel so complete. They never, it is a very scientific. Because you can hug some person, you can still see somebody maybe more cute or something, you want to also talk to that person, because it's like a 1%, 5%, not 5% even. In the whole creation, what is this? This is nothing. So, but some idea. Krishna means 100% complete. When you talk to Krishna, 100% complete. You never need to talk anybody. That's why he is called Shaktiman, Saddha, object of our life, object of our goal. So Mahaprabhu bringing this point, well, when we talk about Akrura or Uddhava, Mahaprabhu also tasted this Viraha Gita, today's subject matter. Where? Where did he do?
No.
Huh?
Akrura?
He did, no, Mahaprabhu.
Come here.
Why? The reason why we focus so much of Lord Chaitanya is very important, because whatever the well-wisher Supreme God comes to exhibit, that the soul at that time will get only that, will not get more than what he has come to give. Parashuram came to kill 18 times or 21 times, nevertheless both are correct, that those who are demon, either they ran away or they got killed or they got punished or disciplined, some or other everything. So what do you get from Parashuram? You don't get Braja Prem for sure. You will get from Parashuram, by your relationship with him, all demon will be out. It's a good living, not bad, in a sense, you follow? So every avatar, but this Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is drinking the highest nectar that ever existed in his own experience as Supreme. So we are most fortunate. We are most fortunate that we have come to this point that we can enter into Brajadham by the mercy of Mahaprabhu. Why? He is tasting this. Where? In Gambhira. In Gambhira. Because Prabhupada gives, there is one verse, Baul ke kohiya lok hoila baul, Baul ke kohiya lok hateb na bekai chaul. It sounds very rhyme. So Mahaprabhu one day he was sitting there with Sarup Damodar, and Jagadananda Pandit, Prabhupada writes in the purport, his purport, he said, this is a sonnet. Sonnet like a note. He writes sonnet. Sonnet like a note, huh? Like a letter or something.
Mm-hmm.
Sonnet.
Mm-hmm.
Sonnet.
Sonnet is a type of poem.
Oh, okay. A verse?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Prabhupada writes that Jagadananda Pandit came to Jagannath Puri and he gave this to hand over to Sarup Damodar. And when Sarup Damodar read it, he read it same thing. Baul ke kohiya lok hoila baul, baul ke kohiya lok hate na beka chaul. Everybody is looking, what? Baul means crazy, and chaul means rice, and market means, market is market, hate. So you tell the crazy man, this is what the literary meaning. Tell the crazy man, I became crazy, everybody else became crazy, mad, and there is no more rice selling in the market. What did you get? So Sarup Damodar asked this question. I didn't understand. What is this? He said, then Mahaprabhu revealed something secret. He says, don't you know how I have come? Because Advaita Acharya came first, Mahavishnu, and he saw the condition of the world. Then he screamed out, Krishna! So loud! Not like my voice. Mahavishnu roared. I can guess how that roaring will be when Mahavishnu roared. So he roared. Because Mahaprabhu says, Narar hunkare. Hunkar means roaring. You know roaring? I don't know, something like that. So Advaita Acharya roared such a way that either you come now or I'll destroy the world, universe. Who created the universe? Mahavishnu. So Mahaprabhu says, I was resting, my bed all of a sudden shook up. I was like, okay, I'm coming, don't. It was like a very heavy. So we owe to Advaita Acharya. We observe his appearance, they're coming in few months or something. And very important that actually if Advaita Acharya, imagine he comes after 500 years. He could have told Mahaprabhu, okay, come after 500 years. What happened to me? I had lost. I was already lost when Mahaprabhu came. So Advaita Acharya actually did a greatest favor, that he made us complete understanding. And we are fortunate that within 500 years we got a chance to enter into this. So then Advaita Acharya, when he sent the note, Mahaprabhu told, oh, you know, he brought me here. So Advaita Acharya's position, Mahaprabhu told, according to the translation, that he is like a pujari. You know, when pujari goes to somebody's house, how he does puja? He make a pot. Everybody saw that, no? He make a little pot, or this, what do you call it? Brass.
Lota.
Lota. Let's call it in English lota. You put a lota and you fill up with the water. Then you put a symbol, swastik symbol or some symbol, whoever you're going to invite. And then you put a amrapallap, mango leaves. Well, I don't know in America how you do it, but this is how you do it. Yeah. Mango leaf, and then you put kumkum on the pot, and then you put a coconut, and you put a sign on the coconut, a residence for the Lord to come. Then you invite the Lord, please come, and you do Swagatam, all the mudras, and the Lord comes, and then you offer Him everything, and then you offer yourself, and you do the sacrifice very nicely, and after everything is over, you ask for forgiveness, please by your own mercy, forgive me, so we'll chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and then Lord ate, then you ask the blessing, and then you tell Lord, now you can go. You saw that? How they make the everything, and then they break it. Where is God? Well, He was there. Where is now? Well, He left now. So Mahaprabhu explained this to Swarup Damodar and everybody. According to Prabhupada, they were sad. They're so sad. Why God leaves? They didn't get it yet. Swarup Damodar said, I'm really sad. Means no more Leela will leave. Prabhupada says, according to him, on that day, the moment he spoke this story and the sonnet came, from that day, he is no more publicly available. He went inner world, and for next 12 years, according to Prabhupada, in that purport, he said for next 12 years he was inner world in Gambhira. There he released this Viraha Git, very sweet. Because Mahaprabhu has released, we are going to get. We are going to, for sure we will get. But, there's a little but, B-U-T, that if somebody is distributing sweet rice and you are starving, Indradumna Prabhu is starving, but Haridas Prabhu is distributing big bucket of sweet rice. So how he is going to eat, Prabhu?
He's not. He can't. He's full.
Huh?
He's full. He's full.
No, he is starving.
Oh, he's starving.
Not full.
Sorry.
He's starving. How is he going to eat?
He's
You distributing prasadam, say 5 hours after, and he is here starving and he is suffering. This is horrible. How is he going to eat?
He's going to eat rapidly, like.
No, something more. You are serving there, he is here. How is he going to be satisfied?
When he gets it directly.
He has to come to you. Srila Gaura Govinda Maharaj made this point very clear. I'm going to repeat this million times because it affected me a lot. He says, if you have Chaitanya Charitamrita, you can look at it. Prabhupada also translate. Sei premodare, sei dare achondale kirtana sanchare nama prema mala gati parailo sansare. Mahaprabhu garlanded this world with his own prem, Radha Krishna prem, with a name and braided, and he garlanded the whole world. So Gaura Govinda Maharaj asked this question. Are you in this world? You sure?
I hope.
No, be confirmed. Are you in this world? You are in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Good. This world is garlanded with love of Godhead. Are you feeling it?
Definitely not.
So you are not in this world.
I am in this one.
So Mahaprabhu lied. Or Prabhupada translated lie.
Part of us,
Huh?
not complete. We are not completely conscious here.
Can you say a little more? You are hitting the point, but you are only 30%. You have to go a little fast.
We're not aware completely.
You are not wake.
Awake.
You are not wake. The soul, which is true. Prabhupada is right, Lord Chaitanya also right, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami right, they are all 100% right. But the perceiver will not perceive. So Srila Gaura Govinda Maharaj, I was told, Raghunath Prabhu says, or somebody was told, maybe Asuma, that when he says he had a stick, he said, are you awake? And he hit it. Oh Maharaj, it hurts. He said, it should hurt, you should wake up. Why? Because he said, we have a 3 existence. You know, Prabhupada says in 8th canto, he pounded in 3 pages, that we have a 3 existence. Either we are sleep, or dream, or deep sleep. What is sleep? We are going on with our life. I have a car. I'm looking for a little promotion, you know. Next year, maybe 10 years, new car, new job, better job, something. This is called sleep. You're going with the flow of Maya. This is sleep. Sleep caused by Tamagun. When you dream, it's caused by Rajagun. What? Well, in 5 years, you know, anyway, in 30 years I'm going to retire in Hawaii. He's dreaming. Nothing is there. He's not seeing it, but he's imagining. His life is based on imagining. Something going to happen in future. I'll live 100 years, you know, I'll have so many days. This lifestyle is called Rajagun. This is nothing to do with wake yet. And then in the sleep, they go to deep sleep sometime. They forget. They have no awareness. This is also again Tamagun. So when they will wake up, those who are awake, they will get this. Those who are not awake, they're sleeping, and you have the big ice cream pot or whatever, sweet rice, and the people who are hungry, they're sleeping. How they will get it? Never. They will never get, because they have to wake up first. Then search out where is the sweet rice person giving sweet rice. They say ice cream is better attraction than sweet rice. Some people say like that. So this is a very important that we should wake up. Wake up means what? Prabhupada also said in second canto. I was very surprised. He put it so nice. When human beings wakes up, he said in the second canto, 6th chapter, beginning purport, you will see. He said, soul wake up means he is Krishna conscious. He doesn't want to talk about himself. These are the signs. You see person, how are you doing? Oh, very good. I went there, I went this, I'm going to do this, I did this, I was this, in 10 years back, I used to have a big farm. It's like so much busy of him. It's nothing to do with wake up. He's still in some sleep or dream or something, or deep sleep, somewhere. Don't say that. We're not here to judge devotees, but we should help. Wake up means that person only talk about Krishna. Talk about me. Where am I? Where am I? Huh? Dreaming, sleeping, deep sleep, somewhere. One of the three existence, Prabhupada says. We should remember this. So, above these three existence is called Turja. Turja means where, anyway, I'll discuss this later because it's a whole vast explanation. Turja means between the three existence of material world and you transcend and you come. In between that gap is Turja, where the yogis are meditating. But when we talk about Akrura, Uddhava and Brajabasi, they are not within these four. They are in the fifth stage of existence. Fifth stage of existence, they have a similar like sleeping, crying, lamenting, but has nothing to do with the 3 or 4 existence. Fifth existence are this what we understand. Means when we hear their lamenting, their crying, it is nothing to do with this world, 3 existence. They are completely pure. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave an example of Usha and Aniruddha. You remember Usha and Aniruddha? That at night Usha would feel intimately related to this divine husband. They never met. But then her friend, who happened to be a witchcrafter, she saw the sign on her cheek, kiss of a person. And then she was so good at it, she said, "Tell me about it." "Well, I don't know where he is. He's somewhere." So then she started drawing. She must be very genius. She was drawing, so she could not find it. At one point, she felt a little shy. Why? Because that was painting of Krishna. Then she said, "No, he looks somebody he's like my elder." Then Krishna then she, even though she is in Banasura's place, but she knows about it. Then she draw another painting. Who was that? She's still little shy. No, it was Pradyumna. Then she drawn this, and then she now happy. Say, "Yes, him." So, "Don't worry, I'll get it." But how to understand this? Do you understand what I'm talking? This existence, it did exist, but why it existed there? It was still like a dream, is it? No, it was real. She was literally, intimately embracing her husband in dream, but it was not of this world dream. In spiritual world, when they dream or they wake or they're crying or everything is expression of love. Everybody please repeat that. In spiritual world, every emotion is an expansion
It's an expansion
of their pure love and is condensed form of bliss.
bliss.
Means they cry. Actually, there is a happiness so much that they want to cry more. But here you cry, you go depressed. This is opposite. So like this, we have to understand that when Akrura we are talking, Akrura's highest happiness, who remember? I did mention few times. What was the Akrura's highest happiness he experienced when he went to Vrindavan? Say it more.
No. Footprint.
Footprint. Footprint, very good. That's very true. He was in ecstasy. This is another thing, thank you. We must understand, every pastime we must have a core, what do you call, key, no, how do you say? Core point, or like main points?
Key point.
Key points, thank you. Key points. Akrura, whenever we think of Akrura, you think of something that whatever you imagining in spiritual life, if your chanting is very pure, what are you going to see the result? Pavitram Prabhu. I mentioned that few times. Say it.
The question is if he...
Whatever Akrura imagined, he never met Krishna. He never went to Vrindavan. He knows his God is Krishna. He only heard it from Narada and difference. He never met. But from Mathura to Vrindavan it takes only little time.
2 hours.
2 hours. But he took 12 hours. How is that?
Falling.
He fell asleep. No. He was, Achyanta Prabhu said, he was in ecstasy crying. Every time he see the footprint, oh, my Lord, and then he cries. Then he is imagining, I will go and I'll see that lotus feet, I'll touch, I know what he will do. He will say, Uncle, how are you? How was the trip? And then he will touch his hand on my head. What will happen? What Krishna has on his hand? First on this here, Sudarshan Chakra. Immediately all my problem will be over. Sudarshan Chakra will destroy. And then he's imagining. It's a simply imagination. It appears like imagination. Everything he did was imagination. Prabhupada repeated twice in Krishna book, if you look at Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur repeating again and again. Why we should see this very important? Because while we are doing this bhajan, sadhan, we perform devotional service, consciousness behind our service is very, very the most important. If I think, okay, I'm cooking, like she rolls chapati, she's going, one day I'll roll chapati and Radharani will say, come on, hurry up, do slow, or something, like. This imagination is not imagination, it will manifest. Exactly everything. Was there even one point was missing in Akrura's life? No. Everything he imagined. He was shocked, like everything coming as he imagined. I'll go there, it will be like evening. He's just riding, morning Mangalarti time, he's riding and he's thinking when I will be arriving, it will be like a dark and Krishna, my Lord, will have a milking bucket and he's just milking the cow and I'll arrive there. How do you imagine in the Mangalarti for the evening? But that's what he's imagining, what will happen. And everything came. So Prabhupada quote this verse, Sadhane bhavive jaha siddhite paive taha. Whatever your consciousness, while you are Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, we will experience this. And if you have too many attachment of this, well, I wonder how is the heaven, then you will act like a Gopkumar. Gopkumar is not some story Mahaprabhu gave through Sanatana Goswami just for an idea. No. He's giving us that we should pay attention. Why Gopkumar had to travel everywhere? Why? Only for one reason. He wanted to explore this. Like Mahasamya Prabhu, your god brother. I don't mind of saying that because we had a long talk. He says, I don't mind. I want to go to heaven to experience, just to see the enjoyment. I said, you will. Because you are chanting, you are thinking, you will go. You have no way to escape. Anything we think, we should be very careful. Not artificially, but consciously we should be aware what we think while we chant, while we do service, anything, devotional service, because it will give nama chintaman, transcendental gem, it will give Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Suddha Nitya Mukta Vinnatat Namanami. So Akrura, when he came, he saw everything as it is happened. Then after, Krishna asked, now one more key point, who remembers, let's see. When Akrura came, he came to Nanda Maharaj's palace. Where did he come? Nanda Maharaj's palace. Inside Nanda Maharaj's palace in Vrindavan, why Akrura is telling Krishna and Balaram after Nanda Maharaj say goodbye, because I already said that pastime, I am not going to go there. I want to come back to here. Why did Krishna allowed Akrura to speak to a point where Akrura felt something interesting? What was the interesting part? Oh, I'm so sorry. I could not serve my parents. Why Krishna is saying he could not serve his parents? Who is Krishna's parent?
Mother Yashoda and Nanda Baba.
But he is saying in Nanda Maharaj's palace, said he feel guilty that he could not serve Vasudeva and Devaki. Why? This contradictory. You think Krishna tolerate? But he did say that. It's documented in Bhagavatam. Why would he say that? Come on.
Because,
louder.
Because this what is Akrura feel. This what he know in his heart. He know his son of Devaki and Vasudeva.
Little more. You are saying correct, but I want to hear. Well, because this is very important. Every devotee, we must understand this.
Krishna relate to each person. I don't know how to say it.
Krishna relate to a devotee according to his sthai bhav. If I am a Brajavasi, Krishna will display, even though in the middle of battlefield, if I go there, Krishna is still a coward boy. If I am a Brajavasi. If you are, unless Jogamaya wants to perform a lila, that's different. Mm-hmm. But wherever Krishna is, he always reciprocate devotee according to that devotee's mood. According to that devotee's mood. So it is not a question why Prabhupada quote that verse, Naeva Atmana Prabhu Nijo Labha Purna Manam Jana Avidusa Karuno Brinite. Prahlad Maharaj's prayer in 7th canto, 9th chapter. But Prabhupada quote this verse many times because it is very important that whatever mood we develop, Krishna reciprocate only according to that. Bhagavad Gita also he says, Jai Jadhamam Prapaddante Tang Stateva Bhajamya. According to what? According to your surrender. So same thing. So whatever mood we have, Krishna will reciprocate with like this. Because Akrura knows that Krishna was taken in the middle of the night, but news bursted out. That's why Kamsa told him that you go get them, these two boys. Why Kamsa said this? Because if Kamsa sends somebody, they won't come. But if you have a family, very close friend goes, then the chances is guaranteed. Akrura is uncle. So if Akrura goes, but how he is going to go, convince Akrura to go there? He was bribing. What was he bribing? Akrura loves chariot. So he made a chariot better than his own chariot. First class diamond, gold. I didn't see it, but that's what the explanation is. Very sweet. Better than Kamsa's, it says. Why Kamsa did it? Because Akrura loved horse riding chariot. So when Akrura saw it, so beautiful. But Kamsa said, I knew he will fall for it. How to understand? Did Akrura fall for it actually? No. What did Akrura thought?
I'll get to see Krishna.
To bring the Lord, we need the best of best. And Kamsa did the best of best. And nobody should ride it, only the Lord first. Then his relative. Of course, coward boy, they don't care. They will ride on Krishna's shoulder. What to talk about chariot. But that's Vrindavan, not in Mathura. So in that sense, the both are satisfied. Kamsa thought he actually loves the chariot, but Akrura thought this is the best. So this is exactly we see how it relates. So when Akrura came to Vrindavan, then he reciprocated with Nanda Maharaj. Then after Nanda Maharaj left, please take rest. Then Krishna Balaram took him to another room where they had this private discussion. After the private discussion is over, that Krishna and Balaram, the way they talk to their parents is genius. They said, well, we just heard there is a big bow sacrifice in Mathura. But father, you know the best. Whatever you think. Even though Akrura said that Kamsa wants him to come with all the babies. But Krishna is so, how do you say, never give any pressure. Whatever you want, father, Nanda Maharaj thought, well, that will be wonderful. Because you boys never saw the city, and you must go to the city, It will be such exciting. And we'll be back just next day or 2 days, the max. So Mother Yashoda heard it. And Mother Yashoda, so Nanda Baba sent the information to the, I always forget, what is this called? Corner of a city? I mean in the center of the city?
Town?
City Hall?
City Hall?
Square.
Town square, thank you. There's like a loud voice. They send the voice, Haribol, or something like that. So tomorrow, Nanda Maharaj taking Krishna Balaram and all the boys to Mathura for bow sacrifice. The Emperor Kamsa invited us. And it is the duty of all the citizens to bring some taxes in the form of butter, yogurt, everything, whatever, I don't know, cheese probably, and everything. So they all collected. When the news came, so everybody reacted different. We are summarizing. Reacted different. The Brahmana, when they heard it, it was evening time. Yes? Evening time, Akrura came. The Brahmana immediately thought, maybe I should chant Gayatri more, because I must give him more blessing. Brahmana is always giving blessing to Krishna, and Krishna touches Brahmana's feet every day. So they started chanting Gayatri more in the evening time, double Gayatri today. They are very happy, they want to give blessing more and more to Krishna Balaram. They love it. And then when the elderly mother, they heard it, elderly father, they heard it, they all had to immediately talk amongst themselves, oh, that will be wonderful. Our boys, they born and grow up in a village. It's a good idea they should see the city. It's very exciting. I remember, you guys probably all grow up in a city, so it's difficult. But I was born in a really remote village, so it's very exciting when you think of going to the city first time. So Krishna Balaram, I could see that. They are so excited. Nobody objected. Then comes Mother Yashoda. Oh, she started crying because she was never separated. You remember? Kamsa went, Nanda Baba went couple times. One time he went to pay taxes. Before. But Mother Yashoda, did she leave?
No.
Never.
No.
So she felt very anxiety. But Nanda Baba counseled, I'm going. Why worry? I'm going to bring him back. So Nanda Baba assured everything. Then Mother Yashoda pacified, okay, maybe my son is growing up, he has to explore the city life. Because Nanda Baba is going, no problem. He will bring him back, guaranteed. But still, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, actually Sanatana Goswami Pad also said, Mother Yashoda actually did not like Akrura. Nectar of Devotion, chapter 43, Prabhupada says, actually, I just found out, Prabhupada says, Mother Yashoda was angry with Akrura. I never even thought that. Prabhupada put it there. Even some other news about Krishna's later marrying 16,000, I guess he comes with a bad news somehow. And I don't know where the story coming from. Rupa Goswami probably did. Prabhupada put it that actually Akrura came and told, oh, your son got 16,108 wives and this going on. And Mother Yashoda was so angry, Prabhupada says, you are not doing any favor to me. You're just putting more fuel in the fire. I'm trying to extinguish and you're just putting it. It's like Akrura got scared. I have to trace that story where Prabhupada got it. It's a very fascinating story, but I want like more complete, It's like how this happened, when. So then, so Akrura, he, when everybody reacted this way, then question come, why these gopis, Braja gopis, they reacted completely uncivilized way. They are cultured. Vrindavan village is the cream of the Vedic civilization. But today, first time, Nanda Maharaj, all the coward men, they saw their daughter-in-law or daughters who are married. At that time, they are all married when Krishna left, or the day before Krishna left. They are all married. They never gathered like this. So at the beginning, they thought something strange. Maybe it's normal because all this, so many thousands of boys will be going and whole episode taking place. So then they had a different cart also. Krishna Balaram has a one cart, which was his Akrura's cart. But Nanda Maharaj, he has so many cart loaded with all this tax item. Tax, we think of money here. Tax over there is butter, ghee, and curd, like this. I don't know, you can make so many sweet. These are called tax. It's nice, Those days, it is not wasted. And you cannot pile up, you cannot become rich with those taxes. You just have to eat it quickly. That's very nice, I like that actually. I thought about it, very nice. Nobody will have a fighting. And if it is getting too late, you better distribute, otherwise it will go bad. So you are forced to not to pile up the tax. Yes, it is good. So anyhow, so Nanda Baba, they had so many other cart. I'm not going to jump, but just to let you know, because here, when you wonder, like when Krishna Balaram left, did Nanda Maharaj followed them? No, they went in another road. Because when you have a lot of loads in the back, you cannot go with a sophisticated conscious cart. They're going very high. And Akrura, he does not know any village trick of riding cart. He only knows the city life. You know how the Mathura city was? Mathura city was surrounded by water. Nobody could enter Mathura city. Mathura city you enter through the bridges. There is a big, wide, not the present Mathura, the wide water current running around the whole Mathura city. Millions of people live there, not the present Mathura, but the original Mathura. And only those who are, you cross the bridge to go inside. The whole description is given, maybe next week, because next coming. It's very sweet that when Nanda Maharaj saw that they went in a village route, because it's a heavy load, even though Akrura went in the big, main road,
Highway.
Still high road.
Highway.
Well, I don't know, highway. Something, main road. But by the time he arrived into Mathura, Nanda Maharaj, they were already there. Even though they went in a village,
Back road.
Huh? Back road or something like that. Village road. Shortcut, thank you. Because Krishna Balaram was surprised. How is that? Because when gopis are experiencing, you will have some doubt otherwise. You have to have this key point. Because the gopis are expressing, they are like dying. What Nanda Maharaj thinking? They did not see this scenery. Because they went different route. It's not like they're trying to go different route. Because they thought, we have such a load of tax. I will say tax. Well, it is tax. But he didn't want to go to main road because it's a long road. He knew this. Nanda Baba knows. Because he's the king of this village. So he took a shortcut. That's why they went. So they missed this episode, the gopis' expression towards this. Very, very, very nice. So with that, we have the Viraha Geet song. Oh, come on.
What? I mean, it's in here.
No, that's not a good way. You have to find out right away when you come.
Well, we leave it here, so it's always here.
Okay.
Gosh, go.
Because without this I will be singing alone, will not be...
It's always here, don't worry.
Okay. Then give it to everybody, please. So after that, Akrura finished. In the morning, he woke up. What does Akrura do? What Brajavasi does? Brajavasi, they are complete. Means they do Gayatri, not all Brajavasi. Who? Brahmanas. The Vaishyas, what they do? First thing they do, what?
The cows.
Huh?
Herd the cows.
Yes. They go see the barn, how the cows are. This is called Vaishya. This is what you're supposed to do. You take care of the farming land or lending money. There's 4 types of Vaishya, Prabhupada says. One is lending money like this. But they are not lending money business. They are Vaishya, but they are only farming. But cows, mostly cows. You never hear actually how much rice grown. Lakshmi Devi recite there, how much rice grown. You cannot calculate. So, at that time, when early morning this is taking place, that time what happened? Whole night discussion took place that all these gopi girls, from that day till Krishna came back, they never went back home for 113 and half years. 113 and half years. They never went back to their home. They stayed in that forest, you can say. And this is what another supremacy of the pure love in Vrindavan exhibited, that we can discuss one day. Very sweet. But now here, when Akrura got up, he did his Gayatri, Achman and everything because he comes, that's what he is. He has a different feeling. So he saw the gathering of the gopis. Now Prabhupada also mentioned actually that Akrura neglected noticing their feeling for the Lord. Now we also see Krishna Balarams, there is a reason why they did not look at the gopis. And a very sweet reason. One reason is given by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur that when this discussion taking place, we discuss other day, there are how many types of gopis? In Nectar of Devotion, Prabhupada says?
5 types.
Four types, always. 4 types of gopi. But there, we should always must remember, at least in the beginning, that there is actually one gopi, is Srimati Radhika. There is no 2, only one. But to increase the loving exchange, she manifested this different contrary mood. We must remember this, otherwise we may commit offense. Is rather cautious than committing offense, because otherwise we will have a inimical feeling. Why Chandravali act like this against Radharani? That's all right if you are in a high stage.
When
but
you're
in
already there.
Yeah, you are already there. But in the beginning, if you have a ill feeling of Chandravali, you are committing offense to Srimati Radhika. We say aparad means Srimati Radhika, against her. Apagate iti Radha. Radha, the aparad, the word, verbal root comes from loving service, love. Radha also love. Loving service towards God is exhibited by Srimati Radhika. So, when Srimati Radhika wanted to make a very submissive attitude, submissive? Like husband is 100% right. Anybody knows? Good. Her husband is 100% right all the time. He has a right to do and say anything. I am only a slave. I know some of you may not like it. But this is called submissive mood. That time from Srimati Radhika's right side, one girl manifested. Everything she thinks, that's called Chandravali, origin of Chandravali. And then when she has this contrary mood, because when you read this, you think like, who is talking to who? If you cannot put it, it's like a very difficult to grasp. That's why Nectar of Devotion Prabhupada said, nobody can understand this Krishna consciousness without this book, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Morning walk, Prabhupada says like this. Nobody can understand Krishna consciousness without this book. because in the book it gives this chart, graphing, and it's very details how. It's difficult. Even Pushkar Prabhu was telling me it's so difficult sometimes. He said he read all books except that book. He could not finish completely. It's like a technical, too much. Like you forget it by the time you go to next chapter. It's like a very technical. After 19 chapter, it's very technical. Up to 19 chapter, you may grasp it. So, there, it is very interestingly explained that Srimati Radhika's position is like we know, Sadhin Bhartika we say, also she is Sustakanta Surupa. These few words, if you remember, you can accomplish at least some idea of Srimati Radhika's position. Sustakanta Surupa, Sadhin Bhartika, and Madhyama. Madhyama means not too much submissive, not too much like Lalita Sakhi. One time Srimati Radhika felt like, Krishna, I know he is my Lord, but his behavior is like not so good. He should be like disciplined. As soon as she thought, from her side, another girl came. That is Lalita Sakhi. So Lalita Sakhi will go. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur say like this. She will go. Said, you do not know how to respect the dignity of our mistress. Therefore you are not allowed to see her. Krishna gets scared. That is also Radharani. But Radharani, why they are not Radharani? Because that's not exactly beloved's position, lover position. So she has all the moods through the gopis. That's why she created, manifested like this. So everything is accommodated. Whatever she wants to do, she will use that girl. But another point also we should remember, that doesn't mean they are actually Radharani. They also exist separately existing. Otherwise it will be like Mayavad, we all are one. Not exactly like this. But that's how originally started. That's how originally started. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave, when you want to have a harmonious, religious life, imagine all the neighbors are very religious, nobody steals, whether you lock the house or not, you go to India for 1 month, you have no problem. Because nobody steals. Everybody is religious, truthful. Then, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, then the Lord immediately appears as a Lord Ram. And you say after a while, I'm just going to cut down. When you think like, it's too much, I just don't like it. Then start arguing. That time he comes as a Buddha. It's not like Buddha just come. Because the soul, Krishna always company with the soul. The soul wants to explore something. When the soul becomes so disgusted, they say, they don't even want to talk or argue about God. That time he is forced to come as a Kalki and just kill them. Because they're useless. They don't want to even discuss or anything. Even if you argue, at least he comes another one. So like this, whatever the soul is exploring, Krishna reciprocates. Similarly, in the loving exchange, Srimati Radhika. So she is called Madhyama, means she is not too heavy, not too submissive. She is in between. Such a unique character, most attractive. She is not too heavy, not too soft. Too weak. It's just perfect. She's so perfect. That's why she took that position. Or this is her original position. Not that she took it. This is how her original position is. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained, Rupa Goswami Pada explains this in Nectar of Devotion. So this is what happening here, that from sulkiness comes her group. Those who are supporting that sulkiness, sulkiness means demanding. Well, if you really want me to serve you this way, you better act like this way. I want you to act. You know what I mean? Like Gandharvika does to Indradumna Prabhu. He said, you want me to smile at you, you better earn more money or something like that. No, don't take it. I don't mean that. But something like this. So, when you are putting a not condition, she doesn't put a condition, but demanding. You cannot see me. No, I don't want to see it. This is not like this. This is like she wants him to mold that way. It's like a demanding. Yeah, demanding. So that time, but it is not a harsh demand. Not like an enemy or anything. It's just a loving exchange. So that time, those who supports, and one of them called Shyamala. She is the leader, first creation. First creation, contrary, opposite is Chandavali, then Shyamala. So, those supported Shyamala, So they're called Surit Paksha. Surit Paksha. Shu means one who keeps up with my heart feeling, or one who supports what I feel, whatever Radharani feeling, somebody support, so she created another form, comes Shyamala. Then she thought, well, if somebody, like we discussed other day, that if Krishna dances with Srimati Radhika, Krishna dances with Chandavali. So Chandavali is very submissive, extreme submissive. She always feels guilty if Krishna is not right. If something happened to Krishna, she rather surrender immediately. So it's very different than Srimati Radhika. So then, if something will happen, like Krishna will just say, oh, I have to go take care of the boys because I just came. You remember from Govinda Kunda that story, Jiva Goswami, I mentioned that from Govinda Kunda, Krishna told the boys, I'll just go and drink little water and come back. And he just drink little water. Then the cows, all the cows are waiting. The calves, those days was calves. Until 6 years old, Krishna had calves. Not the baby calves, they're called teenager calves. Thank you. Means they don't depend on the mother. Up till 6. 6 years old is the Gopastami, where Krishna started taking the cows from. So it's a big festival. Even Gopal went to Vrindavan, they say it was like a huge festival. Radharani's feet you see twice a year, once on the birthday and this Gopastami day also. It's a big festival. Because she became as a coward boy, as a big wrestling, another pastime. So like this, so then, that was very nice actually. Gopal told me so many things, like he was really absorbing it. It was first time I saw him like that. It was very nice. I appreciated Prabhupada and Krishna and Gurudev for blessing like that. So anyway, so then when she saw that opposition, so then when, what I was saying, that when when Krishna said, no, let me go back. When Govinda Kund, he was drinking, and then the calves, they saw Krishna came to play with them. You know how Krishna play with the calves? He pet the neck, right here. Always he pet the neck. Under the neck there is a, I don't know what he call. There's something hanging, you will see, like all the way. Fat? Whatever.
There's a name for it.
This cows from under the mouth and to the whatever chest. There's a little, it's very affectionate. So Krishna goes like this with the left hand and he pats on the right, and the cow goes like this, and they're like so ecstasy. And he does to all of them. But each of them thinking only doing to me. So it's like a very guilt feeling. The coward boy, same time, from that Govinda Kund, they saw, okay, he has come. But they all know that everybody else is waiting for him. So they put so much pressure themselves that we must do something to trap him, keep him here. It's like a very war within a war, it's like a love war. And then the gopis, they saw from Govinda Kund, he didn't go back there. He just came straight to us. So Krishna would say, well, I just came from the crowd, I have to go there. So Chanda will say, okay, whatever you want, I just want you to be happy. Okay, I'll be happy, I just have to go there. So then Radharani's groups, they see, they don't know how to love him. They should trap him. Why they let him go? They don't know anything how to love. But this is not a fault. We should not think like this. Because that's what they are for. It's Radharani who expanded Chandavali. We should understand that way, that it is like to prove that this competition is there. Then when Chandavali's group, they see, oh, Krishna came and Krishna was late. So then Lalita said, you cannot see him. And then Radharani is crying in one room and they're seeing it. So why are they making such a hard-hearted like that for him? This is so sad. They don't know how to love him. They think Chandavali's group, Radharani's group doesn't know how to love him. Because they think they should just surrender to him. But they won't. But Krishna likes it too. Krishna's like, well, can you just allow me? No, I'm really sorry. No, you're sorry, you told yesterday. So it's like, this group actually is relish. They give a relishment. It's not it is a competition in a sense. It is a big competition. But it is not a competition for us that we should not be inimical feeling, Chandavali or this, that. We should be very careful. I really found this because it is a very dangerous to think, to be partial to one and not on because in the beginning we should bow down to the dust of Vrindavan. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur said, bow down to the dust of Vrindavan. Raghunath Das Goswami prayed in the Bilas Kusumanjali, first verse, second verse, third verse. Look at it. He is praying to Chandavali, he is praying to the bushes, he is praying to the shark, snake, insect, bugs, everything in Vrindavan. Please give me shelter, please give me entrance. But when he is in mature Siddha form, that time when this Mathawala gave him a Matha means what? Buttermilk.
Buttermilk.
How come you got bigger? Oh, I went to Shokistal, means Chandavali's camp. He throw it and chase him. So we should not just fall for that one immediately. Oh, I like that. We really don't like Chandavali. Be very careful. Because that Raghunath Das Goswami is eternal associate. He is exhibiting this sadhaka. But in the beginning of that book, where he is saying the other story, in the beginning he says he is bowing down to the dust, to Chandravali, to everybody. Because Vrindavan is very high. Prabhupada says in Chaitanya Charitamrita chapter 4, 63, 64 verse, you will see. 67, all the way it goes, very nicely explained. That there is a internal potencies, manifestation, which is superior, higher than us. And material nature is lower than us. We should always respect anything in spiritual world. Even a dust is our worshipable. We can worship all the time to them. They are all guru in that sense. They are everything. Even dust is guru, like this. What's the time now? I really am late. 8:25. Okay, now we are going to sing that song. Otherwise we are not going anywhere. Did I complete more or less? Did I leave it anything left?
Okay.
You didn't talk about Akrura coming back at all.
Well, I know, but I have to
It'll bring 1 month.
otherwise it will be 9 o'clock, you know what I mean? Let's sing this because we are trying to. Okay, everybody has this, right? Okay, 24. Together. You know the tone? Arjuna, I don't know if you can play or not.
Yeah, but which tone are you going to sing?
Everybody look at the last line of the last verse. Last line of the last verse. That's the tone, but we'll go from the first. Oho vidata tavana kachidaya samyojya maitra pranayena deyana chakritanam vishunam shiparthakam vikritam avarka chestitam yata Govinda damodara madhaveti Govinda damodara madhaveti Govinda damodara madhaveti Govinda damodara madhaveti Yatvam pradasya siddhakundalabritam Mukunda vatram sukhapavanasam Shokapanada smitalesha sundaram Karashivashamyasharikam Govinda damodara madhaveti Govinda damodara madhaveti Govinda damodara madhaveti Govinda damodara madhaveti Puratamaghura samakshayasmanas Chakshurhitatam harase vadagyavat Jena ideshe akila sarvachostam Tadiyamadrasham vayam madhushishat Govinda damodara madhaveti Govinda damodara madhaveti Govinda Samaikshitena Savitatvayada Vihaya Gyan Sajanan Sudipati Tadashamada Bhagavana Varira Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Shubham Prabhata Rajaniyoshiha Shatya Babhuva Purayoshitam Dhram Yasam Pravishtasya Mukham Rajaspade Kasyanya Parvaketa Shitesaivam Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Tasham Mukunda Madhumanjamite Grihita Chita Paravamanasya Gatam Purnanam Radhyasya Devana Grasya Salajya Smita Vibramikama Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Adhyadurvamam Pratishopavyate Dasarabhojay Amravishni Sarvatam Mahosavati Ramanam Gunasadatam Drakshadiyeta Tadiyekadishakam Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Evavidasya Haranasyanamut Akrura Yasavanasaskasmitajanam Priyadiyam Shivanam Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Anarvadiyesha Sitaram Tamamurayanti Tumanam Gopanovistavirayam Vaivam Chanodya Pratikulamite Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Ivayayam Sametyamaham Kimno Gadisya Gulaviravavam Mukunda Sangati Vishada Dustagat Daiveya Vidam Shiradirna Chekasa Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Yasya Nuraga Ladikasvitava Navaloka Hariya And we have, what, half an hour? 20 minutes? There's a one very nice point that we made. The first verse, just to have a, maybe I don't want to go preview because it takes like so much time on the preview. First verse is say, Oho vidata tavano kachiddaya sangjojya maitra pranayeva dehina. It's easy to quote the verse, but then it's singing, I don't know why. It's a very nice tone, but we did better than last week, no? Last week we were like, I was breaking my teeth almost. But somehow that this week we had a rhythm, maybe the mridangam, a karta, something. Something helped us to not to break the teeth. It was very nice. Oho vidata tavana kachiddaya. Oh God, vidata means, we discussed, that when you don't find any answer from anybody, you want to blame for this disaster. Such a disaster just took place. What disaster? I am starving in a room, so hungry. And then Haridas Prabhu invited me. He said, Prabhu, come my place. We made a big feast. Wow. I was starving for 8 days. Big feast. How does it sound?
Good.
Good, that's it?
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
So good.
It's like a relief. So relief, like a big feast. I mean, I'm looking for anything. For 8 days, no food. And then I go there, and he gave a nice asan to sit, nice table, water, juice, big plate of prasadam, sweet rice, cake, ice cream. I mean, not only ice cream, pakoras, what do you call, chapati, sweet. Everything is there. It's like, wow. I can't even imagine. It started like overwhelmed. And then all of a sudden he comes, and he takes the plate, say, goodbye. He takes the juice and plate. I'm sorry? You invited me. Yeah, but I cannot give you any food. You have to go. Sorry. How do I feel?
Worse than
Devastating.
Worse than before. If there was no food, I would feel still suffering. But when there is somebody invited and gave us such a huge plate of dish, and then I'm about to just imagining how I'm going to eat and eat and eat, he just takes it and literally say goodbye.
Gotta go.
How do you feel? Similarly, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes, Sanatana Goswami gives so vast about this. Srimati Radhika feels that I had so much imagination. I am meeting, this is so contrary to the Vedic culture. I have to make so many plans, so many obstacles. Hide and seek, you have to have an agent. Some of her agent like a bird, they fly, see if somebody's watching what's going on. Thousands of birds, they are called, and there they have a ferry, what do you call? Angel in America, angel. No, there is a ferry, millions of ferries. They're like a little with a wing, like a cupid type. They just fly all over. They are spy for Srimati Radhika. Oh, Krishna also has a spy, but they don't know each other, that they're spy, you know. They have it like a joke. The CIA meets KGB and actually they don't know sometime because they both speak the same language or something because they're trained to be a KGB member or CIA. And then sometime then they found, oh my God, this guy is like against me. So it's like kind of sometimes this happened. Like Rupa Manjari, Rupa Goswami, Manjari would go by, and then Shyamala's agent called Shobha, a famous story Rupa Goswami gives. Shobha comes, Shobha says, I'm so happy. And the Rupa Manjari just walking by, she said, where did Krishna go? He came this road, but she was like going crazy because this is happiness actually, but it is like appear like a crazy. She's so disturbed and see that this girl is like so ecstasy, Shobha. Shobha says, I can't believe, I'm so happy, I can't control myself, I don't know what to do. And Rupa Manjari says, why? What happened? Well, he's just here, I'm so happy, I just didn't do anything, I just trapped him. He's here with our Naika, because every group has a group leader. So that time, She's completely lost the discrimination. This is the opposite party. You're telling the information. And Rupa Manjari immediately goes and tell Lalita and Vishaka, he's there. Okay. So now they have a different plan. But out of ecstasy they forget. They can't control. So they tell the enemy group, but it's not an enemy in a sense, but there is an enemy because who can trap Krishna? Now I mentioned that before, we should be very careful. Why Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writes that this is not mundane competition. Why? Because you have your wife, I have my wife, or I have my husband, you have your husband, and sometimes we see, oh, your husband has more money or look better, handsome or something, like, so you have like a difference. But in Vrindavan this is not the case. Who is the hero? Krishna alone. For all unlimited competition, who is the enjoyer? It's him alone. So it actually nourishes ultimately so much that this envy is not envy, this competition, it is the highest nourishment Krishna feels. That when the demand is so much, the price of meeting is expensive. You have to pay for it. Because demand is so much. Every group wants Krishna. Who can trick him? Who can trap him? Like Krishna just went to Chandavali's camp. Why Rupa Goswami gives all this? And Rupa Manjari saw it from far and she ran and she's shaking like this. She fell. Oh, I just saw. So Rupa Manjari, it was serious case. This is not pretending. So then Chandavali just sat down with Krishna. Krishna just entered in the kunja. Whole day they are decorating this. Whole night what is going to do. But Rupa Manjari just saw. So then outside she sees this Rupa Manjari screaming and crying and out of fear. And she's really and Chandavali says, are you okay? They know that they are opposite group, but still like in an emergency you don't think that way. Like the Israeli doctors was telling me that when there was a fight with Palestinian, the patient, patient? Yeah. Patient. Mostly are, actually your mother also told me, I asked her that. And I said the patients are mostly Muslim. They are fighting with the Jewish people, right? But mostly doctors are Jewish. But they are treating equally. They are not thinking he's the enemy. So I said, oh, very nice. You should put it in the newspaper. He said, I know, we do this. It was very nice. He was explaining me. And then I asked your mom when she came to the service. She said, oh yeah, they do this. So it's like something like this in an emergency. So then, instead of meeting with Krishna, the whole show will start. She's a little nervous. Well, something is wrong. Then she almost faint. Then they come and put little sprinkle water. You take you take a water from your mouth and go like this. In Vrindavan they do. And then you wake up from your whatever the shock you had. So then Chandavali is asking, what's the matter? Such a big bull demon I never saw. I just saw, I was so scared, but I saw Krishna and I know he is the only one who can kill. So I just came running. I said, so then I think, this is serious. This is not something made up or anything. So then Krishna says, well, what should I do? Because it's, touchy things. Chandavali says, oh, you can go. Just kill the demon and come back. Okay. Oh, okay, then show me where. I'm not going. Rupa Manjari says, I'm not going. Because in case if it misses you, next time you will kill me, I'm not going. Oh, then Chandavali says, okay, this is not set up. This is real. This is real fear. This is real fear. So, okay, then they say, no, Krishna, you should go. Go and kill the demon. Otherwise, the demon may come to our kunja and destroy it. So, Krishna is famous for the demon. He has to kill demon. Otherwise, how this lila will take place? Wow. So then Rupa Manjari takes. I will only show from far. I'm scared. Okay. Show from far. Says, in that forest. I know he was hiding there. So Krishna goes there. It's Radharani's beautiful kunja. Radharani is just waiting with this decoration. Everybody, how did he come? Krishna says, you have a wonderful messenger called Rupa Manjari. She just trapped me. You going somewhere? No, I was not going. I was just taking the route. I forgot there was the light. She just trapped me and then brought me. So then Radharani gives her personal clothing, personal gift to Rupa Manjari. This is like their highest happiness. We cannot imagine this. This happiness is like so extreme. Even if you become Brahma right now, you will not feel that happiness. It's unimaginable how happiness, that feeling, Rupa Manjari feels when Radharani is happy. Because it reflects their one heart. This is the point. Their one heart. Sa Swayam Vedda Dasa. This is our goal. Why Mahaprabhu accommodated. So, why did you go there?
Providence.
Providence. Oho Vidata. So I think so they're saying Oho Vidata Tavana Kachidaya Sangjojja Maitra Pranayeva Dehina. This verse is saying that, oh God, why did you do this? You gave me the food. Krishna is the food. Most attractive, most beautiful, most of everything. All are young girls. They want only perfect in their life, a handsome husband. So Radharani is thinking, I never expressed him. I had so many plans that instead of meeting hide and seek, I'm just going to grab his hand and just run away from the village to a hiding place. We'll live there as a family. I'll marry him and live there forever. But what is this news? That he is leaving tomorrow morning? All my dream is like crashed. Why? Why God you did this? I could not express anything of my love. Is it true? No, but this is the feeling she has. She is enjoying Krishna eternally. But this is extreme pain. So they are blaming God because they don't know who else to blame. So they say, you go, oh Vidada Tobono Kochidaya, you have no mercy. So last week or week before we have this dialogue, you remember? Dialogue discussion. So I'm not going to go there. But just to preface that what is their pathetic situation? Who they are talking? Who? They're talking to each other. In separation, if you have a joint mother and you are 10 brothers, because we are 12 brother sister. So when my mother died, we talk and we cry and we talk so much about mother, and we cry. And we talk more about mother and we cry. And he say, my brother say, she really loved you. Oh, I know she loved me. And I remember I used to cry. And then I said, she also cared that you bought this mattress, special mattress, something like that. So we cry. And so you can relate something when disaster happened. They are sharing their feeling. This feeling exchange is called Viraha Geet. But Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur put a question. Why these girls could see something that no Brajavashi saw it? Who remembers?
Possessiveness.
Yes?
Why they could see that Krishna's not going to come back?
Correct. They are the only one who literally said, outburst. He is not coming back. There is no reason he is going. They even came. Something you can add today. That they said, what is the definition of pure love? What is the definition of pure love? A lover, a true lover, always very attentive and careful about the desire of the beloved. Look at him. He's not even looking at us. Krishna just riding on the chariot. He did not ride it. All the girls are, what their position? This is unethical, uncivilized, apparently. Because they are all married. They just took off their clothes. No more veil covering, They should never show their face to anybody except the husband. But first time they just took off cloth. They don't care. They just outburst crying. Like a disaster happened. But Krishna just quiet. Balaram is just begging and is on his back. And Krishna is just getting up. He is not seeing at all any scenery. Why? So the gopis are speaking on the 28th, well, I'm jumping, 28th verse is coming that how that he does not know the definition of love. We just exhibited. He just told us sometime before that he is not one of those mundane lover. Mundane lover are how many types? Who remembers?
4.
Come on, 4 types. Good. So akritagga, that ungrateful. And sometimes you love somebody like a mother loves children and children kicking mothers. Don't pay anything back. But you still loving. So there is another kind of lover. So anyway, this 4, we discuss other details. This 4 lover, Krishna says, no, I'm not any of this. You are right, those 4 lovers exist in this Alachua, I mean in material world, but I'm not one of these. Why? Because I was here. So then they asked, where were you? Oh, I was in this bush. How come we didn't see it? Because you are so blinded by the love. I just wanted to see it. I wanted to experience how much love you really do have. I wanted to feel it. When I could not control myself, you are so devastated, you have so much love, I just appeared. So then they all started cracking up, Oh, so Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes there, we should remember, separation is the key of staying alive in the Sringa Rasa. You know why separation has to take place? This is what, that love, that prem actually keeps them alive, Krishna and the gopis. If the separation is not there, the union, the love slides down slowly. That's why in their meeting, they experience something they never experienced, even though eternally they are doing this. This is not an exploitation, this is not a deliberation. This is a own volition. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur used that word, own volition, means Srimati Radhika, Gopi girls, Krishna, they decided on their own to experience this. When they experience this so much, they want to go crazy with it. Because the happiness, Prabhupada even write in Antolila Chaitanya Chaitamrita, the happiness in meeting, Prabhupada write very straightforward English, He said, in the meeting, Srimati Radhika does not feel that intimacy, what feels in their
Separation.
No.
Separation.
It's called Danokeli Lila. You remember Danokeli Lila? And then there is 7 pages Prabhupada gives like translation, and then he giving little purport on each one. What causes Sri Radha's love to explore? What causes? When you have a plate of prasadam, but you are seeing it, but you cannot eat, and you are starving. How desperate. If anybody is there, if you really you look somewhere to hit him up and then grab the prasadam. So more demand is rising, price is also going up. It makes sense? In this world, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur used that word. When the demand rises, price goes up. So when Krishna put Srimati Radhika in a public place, Prabhupada write this translation, Srimati Radhika was placed in a public place. She knows thousands of people going every day, every hour, every minute. Krishna just came, and Krishna had an argument with the text with Lalita Sakhi, and finally they could not, the whole pastime, but then Krishna just touched Radharani's cheek, and then Radharani got so angry. So he says, Garbha vilasu rudita smita suya bhaya krodam. This verse is so sweet. Proper translated like this. Garbha avilasu rudita. She is very proud. Why she is proud? Why Radharani is proud? The Krishna touch. Because out of millions of girls, he chose only her. He could have gone to any other girl. No, only her. Krishna always wants Srimati Radhika. It was very funny. Actually, I thought it was like a mega joke. Prabhupada said in one lecture, he said, so this is Krishna consciousness. Whatever Supreme Lord wants, you supply. He wants this girl, you give her. So we must supply that girl. I'm thinking, who is he? He's saying we must supply that girl. Prabhupada, in lecture you will hear MP3. Prabhupada said, this is Krishna consciousness. So, wow, very far out. He's like, he said, we must supply. Means he's putting himself one of those. So this is what, very interesting how in our substance. So then Radharani is very proud. Wow, amongst all these million girls, I'm the only one. She's so happy. Proud. Garbha Abhilash. She always wanted this. She always wanted Krishna to be completely her. And it is. Krishna is her. So now it's making evident. But she's crying. Rudita. Why why she's crying? She got everything. You're supposed to be laughing. Why are you crying? Why crying? Why Radharani is crying? Because Krishna placed him in the middle of big public road. She is a married lady, married to somebody else. Krishna is just a playboy, known by everybody, and he to act like this, what Radharani wants, it was like a most humiliation. Most humiliation. She really wants him, but not like this in a public, because everybody will talk about it. But Yogamaya created, nobody was there. But she's not seeing that. Because every lila is controlled by Yogamaya. It's not like anybody can come. So, Garbha Vilasu Rudita, Smita, her lips are smiling. Her lips is also herself. Lips, Krishna's ear, Krishna's every part of his body, also Krishna. Her lips are really smiling, very happy. Smita Shuya Bhayakrudam. But her shyness is coming so strong. She's getting angry. Don't touch me. Don't do this. It's like contrary. You want me or you don't want me? Like, like, what are you acting like? So Prabhupada, if you realize it, he translates. He says, this meeting where contrary mood develops is highest than intimate meeting. We must understand why. If you read this word by word meaning, don't read the only translation, Prabhupada. He word by word, he gives a little more secret. I was like, wow, this is very far out. Word by word meaning, even though it's Bengali, Sanskrit, I have some idea, but some of the translation is super. He says that when contrary mood appears, it is such an extreme bliss causes Krishna to see, because Radha's beauty actually manifests perfectly at that time. All her mood, same time. All mood is a prem. You follow? Whether it's anger or... But everything is one shot. You never see this. In a meeting you won't see this. Nobody's here. It's like a dark room. Or in separation, he's not there, so not all moods come. But in this public road, in a humiliation and everything taking place, and Krishna really choose her the best, and Krishna really playing like a playboy, it was so superseding, was like overwhelming. So all the moods comes in an extreme form. Very sweet. So Srimati Radhika, this mood is, that's why she is expressing this. This first gopi is Srimati Radhika. Then the other groups are saying. So she is saying, who to blame? So they're blaming God. In a God blaming... This watch is not correct, right?
No, it's not.
No.
Good.
1
hour left. Very good. Thank you. So, Aho Vidatat, because I was going to say, because there is in this Viraha Git, you know how many times it says about Akrura?
Once.
No.
More.
Go to 32. Actually, it's ended with Akrura again. Heavy. They say, oh God, you are not. They think God has come in a form of Akrura. You are not Akrura. You are Krura. You know Krura? Evil. Cruel. Like evil. You are not a Akrura. So why they are so angry against God, addressing like this? You have to hear the pastimes, little key point of the Samantak jewel. Why Akrura suffered? Akrura did suffer for 1 year in Benares, Kashi. He miserably suffered. Why? He is acting as a sadhak. That's why. Because he offended this Brajagopi on that day. He did not look. He saw them crying. He saw them, they married and outburst crying. He didn't even pay attention. Because that offense, he is acting as a sadhaka. He must suffer. The whole episode of Samantak Jul, first thing, can you remind me? First thing we want to discuss next week. First thing is Samantak Jul. It takes about 1 hour. It's so key point, very details. It's so sweet that what actually was the whole episode that Akrura was put into this trap. Actually it has no value if you think. But because the offense he created towards this Brajagopi, he must suffer. So we'll at least, no, it's 9, right?
Yes.
Just at least read 1. Is that okay?
Yes.
Just few minutes, or at least 1. We did 20, no, we did 19, 20, who remembers? 21,
We did 3.
23 we did?
Yep, we did.
Very good.
Verses?
So, in that
Oh, I missed.
expression, they are explaining 24. Today is 24. Oh gopis, although, that's very surprised, although our Mukunda is intelligent and very obedient to his parents, once he has fallen under the spell of the honey-sweet words of the women of Mathura, been enchanted by their alluring, shy smiles, how will he ever return to us unsophisticated village girls? Now, we should remember, in Nectar of Devotion, not only Nectar of Devotion, actually Bhagavatam, Prabhupada found this, that there is a 3 types of devotee. First class, second class, third class, or Kanishta. I don't know why it doesn't say that. It doesn't say third class, it says the second class and then Kanishta, material or something like that. But anyway, the first class are 2 types. One is Uttam Bhagavat and one is Uttam Adhikari. Are not same, we should not mix this. Uttam Bhagavat are the Brajavasi, Brajagopis. They are Uttam Bhagavat, they are not Uttam Adhikari. They cannot explain you about Krishna's opulence. They will, but if they are given position to come as a in this world. But in Vrindavan, they never think Krishna is God or some idea. And you remember that pastimes? I mean, I don't want to go there. But you remember that pastime? Like so many pastimes where Brajavasi are disturbed because they came to conclusion, maybe Krishna is God. And then at the end, Sunanda is such a nice brother of Upananda, is uncle of Krishna. He said, but this is not true. Why? Because as soon as he sees me, God is self-satisfied. Don't you all know? God never need anything. He sees me, he said, uncle, he runs and jump on my neck. He said, I miss you. You know, I really miss you so much. And I cry, he cries, and we wrestle and we play. Nanda Maharaj's younger brother is like a friend,
Uncle.
parental, like uncle but a friend, you know, like younger brother. And it's impossible, he cannot be God. He always needs me. He always cry for me. God never needs me. Everybody say, wow, thank you. He is not God. He is just our Lala. He is our friend. He is our... Come on, then they hug Krishna and they have big festival. But if the conclusion is he's God, it's very disturbed because they don't know what to do. It's very difficult. But when he's not God, because he's so lovable, you can't deal with God like this. You want to hug him, you want to smack him, you know, like all kinds of things. That's what they do. They want to climb on him, they love it. So this is what now they are talking this. Why? Because they are in their Uttam Bhagavat. The girls, Braja Gopi, they are speaking this. They are seeing the Mathura Basi. By the way, how the Mathura girls ever know how Krishna looks like? How do they know?
All
the merchants.
Something more. Everybody together. The Dija Patnis who saw the beauty of Krishna, Krishna blessed them. They are completely in love. Where do they live? No.
On the border.
Border.
Yeah.
Border means they can see Vrindavan, border, you understand border. The Tijuana border. They are Mexican, also American. You know, you want something cheating, they go that side. So it's like, I saw a Tijuana border in San Diego. You go this side, that side. You know, every day people go. It's like whichever side you want to take when you need it. So like this, the border means for Krishna they come this side, but they are Brahmana, they are staying that side. When they go to Mathura, because they live in that, after Krishna accepted their offering, they went and blasted out crying. And all these Mathura girls, wow, we always wonder, God is so beautiful. But he is like a Paramaur. Then all the girls like hypnotized. You mean, you understand the idea coming with them? You mean, I can have a relationship with him? It's like so overwhelming. And they're like meditating every day. Today the news coming. What's the news? That he's going to come. And sometime the maid servant just came. When? Oh, one lady, she's decorating. Today I heard Krishna is going to come. Wow, we never saw. He's a god, but he can be lover. I want to see him as a lover. So they put a little mascara one eye. Then the maid servant said, we hear trumpet sound, big sound that Krishna Balaram just coming in. She just running. Why? There's a huge palace in that. There's a 4-story, and they're all running towards. They want to see from the top, because in Vedic culture they cannot just go to public road, but they want to see completely, but from a higher angle you see better. So they want to go there, and they're running. Who is seeing this? Who is talking this? The gopis are seeing it. They seeing their mood in them. Not exactly but it has an original existence. It's not imagination of this world. Imagination means it may not happen. Imagine I'm a millionaire. Well, not millionaire. But over there, when they imagine millionaire, that form also exists. Because they don't imagine something don't exist. So they are something like this. Then some girls are just like in the middle of getting a massage, oil massage. That's how Sanatana Goswami. And then they heard the trumpet and they said, oh, maybe Krishna Balaram here. Wait, stop! She just wrapped up her cloth and ran. Oh, you're not dressed. Oh, okay, put on dresses. So the Mathura girls was like this. Then the most funniest thing was, I never heard that. Sanatana Goswami writes, then there was a wedding going on, so many wedding. And the girls are getting ready, they're garland exchanging. All of a sudden they hear the sound conflicting to this sound. Why? Krishna Balaram just coming. The girls, instead of giving the garland, she's running. Wow, that was very far out. I never heard that. That you're ready to get married, but you're just running to see Krishna. Wow. Oh yes, that's how the Mathura girls are. That's why Krishna, you get Krishna. You have to have an attachment like this. So then they are saying, oh, tomorrow morning, this is discussion going on at night, not morning yet. Tomorrow morning, they will become the wealthy of wealthy. So much wealth. Why? Because Krishna. And we will become poor, wretched, because he will leave us. Then when they come back, they just outburst crying. Then they are talking like this. What will happen to the Mathura girls? And Mathura girls exhibited this. But something, just in 1 minute I'll say something, that Mathura girls did not have 2 things. Who remembers? Mother Mahendani, you did right, I remember. Huh?
Can you repeat the question?
Why did Mathura girl complain? Later on, in 47th chapter, you'll see actually they complain. They complain that they don't have what they heard. They want to see that. What did you say? What did I ask in the beginning, Akrura? We should remember this. There's a verse. Jadrishi jadrishi bhavana jasya siddhir bhavati tadrishi bhagavat tarkam marichi mala. There's one book, compile all the essence sloka. Pushkar Prabhu loves it. He always carries it. He said, oh, I found a new sloka. I said, I know, you're like hypnotized with that book. It's called Bhagavat Tarka Marichi Mala. Means anything you want to know in that book of the. It's only made of sloka by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So one sloka is Jadrishi Jadrishi Bhavana Jasya Siddhir Bhavati Tadrishi. Whatever feeling and relationship you have in your heart, that's all you will relate with the Lord. Krishna came in Mathura with what dress? Brajavashi dress. Yes. He came to Mathura, Brajavashi dress. He just came. He did not meet the laundryman yet. He's going to meet the laundryman.
With flute?
No flute. That's another story. But he came, laundryman going to be exchanging the royal dress. Until that he has a Brajavashi dress. So when he told the laundryman, you remember laundryman? Who is the laundryman? From Ram Lila. The guy who put a scandal about Sita Devi's. And at that time Ramchandra was very kind. But this Lila, Krishna is not. He just, with his finger he just went like this. Because he was not very happy, this Lila. Just because he needed that one. So like this, that time they said, you can just remember, and then next we will discuss. They did not have everybody together. Two things. Purvarag and Anurag. And we'll discuss that next week, but we'll Samantak Jul. This is, and then we'll go. Gaur Premanande, Hare Hare Bol, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vancha Kalpatarubhya.
Sriman Pran Govinda Prabhu ki jai.
Who's that? You know somebody?